Bam! Welcome back to the channel.
Hopefully it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, one person did.
We're gonna do a mid review of our gear. We've had it for about 3 months now.
Yes.
Lots of back trails, highway.
A few tumbles.
Yeah, rain. We've had all of the weather and we've had all of the terrain. So we've definitely tested it out and I'm pretty happy with it.
So by the gear, what she means is our luggage system, the new luggage system.
Yeah, so we have the, if you haven't watched the first video, we have the Adventure 70 Lone Rider luggage. We
switched a quarter of the way through our trip. As you've probably seen, we were not very happy with the original luggage that we had on the bikes. And after using this gear that we have now, the Lone Rider ADV bags, it is a world of difference on the bike.
The riding, it was like riding a completely different bike with the gear because the weight is so much lower that I can actually do U-turns now.
Yeah.
So it wasn't me, it was the luggage.
The luggage didn't help. The way the other luggage worked, because it had those inner bags, and the way we had to stuff things in, it never worked out to get the heavy stuff as low as we wanted to. Where with this luggage, because the side bags are 35 liters each, we can get so much into them and keep that weight down low. A lot of the heavier stuff that we have is stuff that we use lots. So if we were in the middle of a ride and we're like, oh, let's stop and make a coffee or have something to eat, I'd have to pull everything out just to get to it. Where with this stuff, I just take one side thing out, pull it out, the rest of the bags stay on the bike.
Yeah, so less complaining.
Yeah, but it changed the way the bikes feel.
Yeah.
100%.
I think we've done about 5,000 kilometers.
Just when we got here, we managed to like fully get the gear, low impact. The top bags are now gone and everything found a home. So I'm excited to see what it feels like on the bike now, because both of us, we don't have any bags up high. There's no other bags on it, except for somebody's orange bag that I complain about all the time. It's still there.
That orange bag will be gone. Everything has its place in the Lone Rider luggage.
I will say, after the 5,000 kilometers, 3 months of highway, back road, dust, rain, like we've had everything. And I have no complaints for the quality of the gear, like waterproofing, the way it goes in. There's some things that we had to work around that were like, oh, I don't really like this, but it works.
The bags are actually waterproof, which is a huge thing from our last gear, because as you've seen in the videos, we've had inches of water in them. So this actually keeps the gear dry, which is huge win.
I'm gonna guess you're probably gonna go with the bags are dirty when you pull them out.
Maybe. When you take the bags out, because they are separate and they're not covered, if you went through mud or you dropped your bike or something, got some dirt on it, then we're taking that into the tent or into the hotel. So I don't know how you would get around that without having easy access. So it's just a me preference.
It is very high quality. The bags themselves, they roll up nice, they store into the side bags, very nice. They hold a lot of gear. I love like the modular, like you can have the 2 side bags in and then it's got the top bag. You can take the top bag off and take the flaps off so that you could just do a little day trip if you wanted with just the 2 side bags on.
We did that.
Yeah, we just put a top bag on, strapped it down, and didn't have anything inside. So it works really good. You can kind of move it around. You can also change what the top bag is, whether it's a big bag, small bag, whatever you have.
Yeah, it's easy to pull out also. I've got pretty big muscles, but it's pretty quick to take it off and put it back on. The Velcro is really nice.
Compared to the last luggage we had, it just looked like you took a giant horseshoe duffel bag and stuffed it on the back of the bike. I was never a fan of the way it looked on the bike, where this stuff, I actually like the look of the way it sits on the bike, and I like that it makes the bike look clean. And
yeah, this actually feels and looks like an adventure bike now. Like, it doesn't look like we've just stuffed a whole bunch of things into a big horseshoe and decided to try out riding. We actually look like we maybe might kind of know what we're doing.
Maybe. It's all about the look.
Yeah.
It also sits different. So the last luggage we had, when you put it on, it sat basically straight up and down. And as you can see in lots of videos, I get a little angry.
I don't know if you remember backpack was bugging him.
Yeah, where I was like beating the bags trying to get him to go back. That was the whole way. I have to sit a lot and try and get my bag to sit up on top of it. Where this Lone Rider gear, because it sits on an angle and the top bag is wide and skinny, my backpack doesn't actually touch it, and I love that. A few little tune-ups that I think they could change this and make it a little bit better, but honestly, if they never changed the gear and they just kept coming out with this, I would still go with it.
I got the smaller tank bag because my bike is smaller. It does fit better. There are a few things that I would enjoy on it.
Which is, we talked about this when we first got this stuff. We went through like, this would be nice, and then I was like, oh yeah, when we start riding, we'll see. Well, they haven't changed.
No. So I would still like a zipper or something in here so that I can put insurance or whatever so that it's waterproof, so it's out of the way and not all the way at the bottom. Not that you need it very much, but I like access to it. There's also no zipper compartments in here for me to put anything, so everything just kind of flops around. Brett has a handle on his, which would be handy because when I'm packing all the stuff to the room, I would like to do less trips.
It's just nice to be able to...
I like to be able to carry as many things as I can, and having to put this under my arm, I have more chances of dropping it.
And it's got important things in it.
Yeah, and a pocket on the outside, just because if we're going through toll booths or whatever, and we want to put change or something, it'd just be nice to have. I mean, it doesn't, it's not hard to open it, and it's also very easy to undo for the fuel. I'm happy with it, but I would just like a few things.
A few extra little tidbits.
The other thing is, if it was like an inch bigger,
Every woman's problem.
because when I put my phone in here, I have to turn it to the side. The cord ends up bending. So we've wrecked 2 cords now because I have to bend them in order to charge my phone while we're riding. Because if we're camping, there's no other option.
Yeah, and we don't have very
charging.
Giant phones.
No, our phones are small compared to the big ones that they have out now. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm happy with it. I like it being smaller. I put less stuff in here, so which is good, and it's easier to get to.
It's also waterproof, and it is dustproof. We've driven down lots of dusty roads. We went through a wicked rainstorm a couple of days ago, but just soaked and not a drop of water. Where the other ones, I remember our first big rainstorm, when we opened it up, there was water in the bottom of the bag itself. Yeah. That is worth it right there. 100% waterproof. Mine is the 9-liter bag, has a handle, which it is super handy. It's got waterproof outlet, but these are the different parts. So inside, I have got a pocket, which this is the pocket that she'd want on hers. It's something like that. It also has a completely waterproof pocket up top there, which is super handy. It's basically the same, just deeper than hers. They have a divider with more pockets on it. The spare battery pack that we have is long and it won't actually fit in there anyway, so I don't have the centerpiece in there, but there is a centerpiece with more pockets. I don't really have any complaints about it. I really enjoy it. It's also fully 100% waterproof. Works great. The complaint I do have about both bags is on the bike. Very easy to get into this gear. It's got same clips as everything else in Lone Rider. They're all magnetic. They clip in super fast. They unclip. One hand you can get them. The only thing I do not like, and I don't know why, and I complained about it when I put this on, to clip it onto the bike to make it universal, it just comes with these little straps, which are great, but then you have to zip tie them to the bike. I broke 2 zip ties trying to put them on the bikes. When you tighten them, they stay tight, and then for some reason they just loosen up and then they slide around. It would be nice if it was just a strap here of some kind that you could wrap around. That's the only complaint I have about the tank bag. Since I broke the 2 though, we haven't had any issues with it, but it would just be nice if it was more of a better design than a zip tie, I think anyways. And then the rest of the bag, so top bag sits in there, but because it just velcros down, then you get this top piece. Change all my straps, I have to redo them. You don't really notice it, but it does wobble. I don't know how you would actually fix that. Like, it's pulled tight, everything is tight there, but it just for some reason wants to wobble still. It's not a big thing, kind of just annoys you sometimes when you put things on. You're like, why is this to do that? Probably my favorite part about their gear though are their clips. I don't know how long they'll last, but they are so nice to work with. They are magnetic, clip in, very secure and super easy to undo. All the clips are that way, including the tank ones you just slide. The one thing that I have noticed, so the bags go in nicely. This part here, so this is the strap to actually hold this down. So once you get everything in, if you have this top bag on, to get to this strap, this back piece is just super small. So you have to dig around, find it, clip into it, and then pull everything. But to undo it, again, you have to reach underneath. It's in an awkward spot.
Just inconvenient.
Yeah, it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. Because if you do it the other way and the strap hangs the other way, then the strap's going to be hanging inside or in the way, and you're still going to have to fish for the strap, pull it over, pull up. So
you just have to put these in before you put this on.
Yeah, and I believe they did it so that when you pull it tight, it pulls towards the bike rather than pulling like this way. I mean, it's not bad now because this bag's so much smaller. It's just trying to get back here and grab this latch got a little annoying once, and I didn't like it. So
one other thing is the air. The last gear, you weren't able to get all the air out. These ones also, it puffs back up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with dry bags nowadays. So if we fold this thing, it's got the nice plastic inside, the hard plastic. But if I give it 1, 2, 3 folds and we close it up, normally you can squeeze it or you can squeeze all the air out and then you can hear an air leak through there. If it'll do it now, it probably won't because we said that. But the occasional time you can hear an air leak through here, which I don't think would be a problem. You could probably submerge this and it would still keep...
Well, it's pushing the air out.
Yeah, it'd be a negative pressure.
Still...
Like there wouldn't be any water that would go in. It's just you squish it down and then you go to put it in and it's puffed back out already. Most gear comes with it now. The molly straps on top, super handy. When I was packing the bag on top, that's what we were strapping to. And there's lots of anchor points on this gear. There's some underneath of the bag here. There's molly straps all down the side where I now have my chairs mounted to keep them out of the way. It's very good luggage. I'm very impressed with it. If you can afford it, I would definitely go with it. It is on the pricier side, like everything else. When you get up there with quality, you're paying for what you get. One thing I definitely do recommend if you get the gear, they do tell you to do it. The tail that comes off the strap, it's very long when it's new. I highly recommend cutting it off on a 45, heating it up so that it doesn't hang anywhere. Going into a town, we got there and I was standing in the room and I looked at Tanya's bike and I was like, there's something hanging off your bike. And we went over to it, and while we were riding, I hadn't cut these straps off and it had undone itself and was flapping in the wind, and it blew, got caught in the chain and ripped, and actually ripped the buckle, ripped through the buckle, ripped this strap right off, and we ended up having to replace the strap. Luckily, they send 2 extra buckles for the back bag for both bags. We have 4 spare buckles, and it was super simple to change. There's a little bar inside there. You slide it out, put the new strap in, slide it back in, and then I cut the straps. Had it got caught a little bit worse than it did, it could have ripped the bag pretty good, so definitely cut the straps off. Well, that's about as professional as we can be. We're just going off what we've experienced with this gear in the last 3 months. I do highly recommend it. It's very strong from what we've seen so far. Tipping the bikes over, there's been no issues rolling them up.
And we're actually putting it to the test because we're out on the road pretty much every day in different terrains, different weathers. We're not just riding on the highway, so it's actually getting a real adventure test for the real adventure gear.
Yeah, we didn't load it on the back of a giant motorbike and then sit on the highway.
Yeah.
We've beaten it down some interesting back trails.
I'm gonna break that leaf.
You better believe I can.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm happy with it. Finally, some gear that does what it says it's gonna do.
Yeah.
You don't have to go above and beyond. Just do what the gear is supposed to do, and this stuff does what the gear is supposed to do.
Yeah.
It keeps your stuff dry. It puts the weight down and helps you ride better. You can take all the stuff that you need. It gives you the space. It's easy to bring inside and easy to put on the bike. It's quick. I mean, what else do you want? It
says waterproof on the side, and it actually means waterproof. It doesn't say waterproof and then in small writing, when used with waterproof bags.
When used inside, it's waterproof.
Yeah, I've enjoyed using it so far. It's super simple to pack up. at the end of the day, like once everything's in, it goes onto the bike very quick. Just put it into the bags go on the bike, and the bike just makes the bike feel so much better.
Yeah. I'm glad that we started with the other stuff though, just because I appreciate the things that they've done to make it more comfortable for using it. Because I don't think I would have appreciated all the little things.
No.
Like it actually being waterproof. I wouldn't appreciate that because I would expect it. But knowing that not all products are what they actually say that they are,
yeah,
I appreciate it more.
But I like it. It's been good. That is our midterm review of our Lone Rider ADV bags. I would definitely recommend them. I would definitely use them again. I'm going to continue to use them until I have to use them more.
What? We'll see you on the road with adventure gear.
Thanks for watching our review. Hope it was very enlightening. Let me unclip that. Pull stuff out of there.